What's up guys, welcome back to another video. I wanted to do a night diaries. It's been a while, but not only that, I wanted to show you a full editing process of how I edit these night photos, since I haven't done solely a night one yet. So I wanted to go ahead and show you the photos that I took first and the edits that I did, and then afterwards we're going to go ahead and show you the actual process of how I edit these photos. So let's get to it. Okay, so this is the first photo here. Let's see. Well, let me adjust the mic. Okay, so this is way too blue, but this is how the lights outside looked. So let's see how we can adjust this. Exposure up looks, well, that looks kind of crazy. Add a little bit of yellow to it. I'm gonna up the highlights because I do like the extremities. Bring down the shadows even though there's not that much shadows going on. I like to make it look a little bit ominous. Textures. Bring down the clarity. I don't want to overdo it because then it just looks very glowy. Let's do like a 24. We'll leave that there. Make a slight S-curve. I'm gonna up the highlights a tad bit more with the curve. And I don't know how I feel about this blue right now. I know it's how it was shot, but maybe I'll add it to a purple. Oh, that looks crazy. Yeah, let's give it a little purple hue. Oh, okay, I'm about to sneeze. I don't want to sneeze into this mic. Okay, let's up the saturation and then the luminance of it so we can make it more of a pop. I don't really know what the look I'm going for here, but nothing crazy. All right, so let's adjust. Let's do some color grading here. In the shadows, it's already really blue, so it's not really going to show, but get a tad bit of green into it. And the highlights, I don't even want to mess with it because all the highlights are pretty much blue. And then the midtones, let's see. Yeah, we'll add this greenish blue. You see this area right here. Okay, so I'm not going to add any grain to this. It's a pretty sharp photo, all considering. Yeah, I think I kind of like this actually. Let's add a little tint of green a little green. Okay, so there it is. So a before and okay, next photo. So you know I love these photos with the one light source and especially a car. I've really been enjoying car photos lately. So let's up the exposure. In fact, let's see. No, I'm not going to copy and paste that edit because that photo is so unique. I'm gonna up the highlights just a bit. I don't want to overblow it, and then darken the shadows more. The blacks. I think the texture, actually let's up it a bit. And again, and generally speaking, I like to lower clarity, especially in night photos. But again, don't want to overdo anything. Okay, so let's make another S curve here. So I think I'm going to copy and paste this edit to make a general one for these night photos. No, that's too much in the. Then bring this down to even make it more dark. Okay, so far we have a little bit more in the highlights. I'm not gonna mess with any colors right now. Actually, let's up the saturation in that green since it's kind of popping right there, and then in the yellow also. Yep. And then again, let's adjust these midtones. So in my night photos, I like to add bluish green to the shadows. I think it gives it a, I don't even know the word. Sometimes I do like to circle around, see what kind of look you're getting, and in that sense I up it. I exaggerate it when I kind of looking at what color I should do to see more of an effect. Obviously you will lessen that. So I think I like the greenish blue, but I'm gonna not too much, maybe like the highlights for this photo. I do like the magenta-ish look. Again, editing is, there's no right or wrong way. There really isn't. Like whatever you like. It's like having a digital paintbrush, you know. There's a classic looks obviously, but I don't think there's a general right or wrong way to edit. Just my opinion. So for this, I am gonna add a little bit of grain. Let's do like 15, 14. And then I'm going to, wait. Oh, that looks kind of nice actually. Let's do like +9 on the tint. So I'm pretty satisfied with that one. I'm going more of a clean look today. Nothing overdone. So before, after, very, very subtle in that photo. So now this photo, I think I'm actually going to copy and paste this edit for this photo and see what we get. So we get that. Actually, this photo, I'm sorry, this is not even worth editing. I thought it would be, but no, I'm not gonna work on that. So we have a general edit here, so I'm gonna copy that one, and I think I'll use it as a base for all these. I think I need to straighten that. I really like this photo. I know it's so basic, but I just like how just the garage is showing and there's so much empty space. I don't know, it's kind of cool. So if we up the shadow, you know, you start seeing the house, but I don't really want to show that. Maybe a hint of it, so it kind of gives you a kind of keeps you guessing. And I'll up the highlights even more actually. the whites. I actually like this. I think this is very subtle, a simple but yet clean picture. So before, after. Now again, let's paste that base edit and let's auto that, straighten that. So for this one, since the light is very bright, I think I'm going to go for a more exaggerated look. So in the highlights, I am going to up it. Yeah, let's add some pink in there. Kind of cyberpunk look, I guess, if you will. And then in the shadows, I'm going to exaggerate some too, but not too much. I want to make it pop more because it... So let's do like 35. And then... yeah. I know I have grain in all of these, plus 10 grain, but I don't think it really shows that much, so I'll just leave that. And maybe add a little bit of a green tint. Okay, so before, after. And let's copy and paste that again. Up the highlights more on this. I love night photos where you don't want to show everything. It's kind of just lit up by where there is light, and I don't really like to add more shadow to it to bring things out. I don't know, I just like just seeing everything lit up by light only and not through a digital edit where you brighten it up. Maybe that'll change, but for now I like that look. So let's up the whites. That's why I crushed the darks and up the whites, to kind of counterbalance all that. I'm gonna go for more of a pink hue to this photo. I kind of like this. Yeah, that's... Again, I'm gonna get rid of some shadow. Yeah, I think I like this actually. Again, just when you're editing, just mess around. Like, mess around with everything. And then you'll kind of come across something that you're like, hey, that doesn't look bad actually. And that's how I got my... That's how I learned a lot about editing. Well, like, once you know what certain things do, and then from there it's just experimenting, really. Yeah, so I'm satisfied with this. Before, after, kind of a pink hue to it. Okay, so this house is just lit by a single source, but I do think in this particular photo there's too much empty space. So I'm gonna crop this one. Let's go with a 4:5 here. Yeah, I think more closer up on this. And let's see what a pink hue does. That's not bad. Okay, let's make it a little pink. And a tad bit on the bluer side. Again, let's exaggerate these. See where that takes us. So whatever color highlight you want. In this one, the blue one actually looks kind of nice too. Okay, I think I'm gonna stick with this pinkish purplish look. And there we have it. Before, after. Okay, this one, single source light. Let's see what it looks like. I think it's too vast right here. Actually, I like this. I think the sky needs to kind of go. So let's straighten that. And then let's crop it. Yeah, I kind of like this street look. The Lotta Street here. So let's stick with that. But I am going to up the highlights and darken the shadows a little bit more. And add some pink hue. And let's try lowering the clarity on this actually a lot more. Let's do 50. Okay, so now it's... And then we can do a... This one's very yellow. Yeah, I think I like this edit. But I don't want to do pink. I want to do a greenish yellow for that one. Same with the shadows. And before, after. Okay. Now, next photo. Actually, I don't really like this photo. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna edit that one. So let's move on to this one. Straighten it out. Add that edit. That one might be a little too bright, so we're gonna go down on the highlight. I've been liking this pinkish look. I think I'm gonna go for that in all these photos. So all right, let's add more shadows though. Yeah, let's add more green. I'm gonna leave that there because I'm only gonna mess with the tint on these photos now. So I'm gonna copy this one because I think I'm pretty satisfied with that. Before, after. Okay, this one, oof, too underexposed. Is this worth saving? Let's see what we get. Ooh. Actually, let's up the highlights. Lower the shadow. Let's make it more pink. Hey, that's kind of nice. Okay, that was savable. Up the highlight a bit more, but I'm still gonna crush the shadow. All right, I like that a lot. Before, that looks terrible. I don't know why I shot it like that. Okay, anyways, after. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna mess with that more. Exposure a little bit, highlight a little bit more. The shadows, straighten that out. All right, I'm gonna copy that. For some reason the tint wasn't copying. Okay, before, after. By the way, these didn't have any recipe on the X100V. These were just shot regular, so. Okay, this one. See, I don't know why it's not getting the tint. Okay, I gotta check it. The highlights. This might be too far of a photo. Okay, I think that's all right. Up the exposure a bit, and then I'm gonna use a mask here actually. This is way too bright. I can't see what this says, so I'm gonna bring down the highlights to make the lights show a bit more. All right, so before, after. Not a good photo. I'm not editing that one. All right, so let's copy this again. I need to the white balance. Okay, I'm gonna paste this on this photo. I'm gonna add tint. This one needs to be a lot since. Okay. Don't. Texture. Maybe the highlight is too bright on this one. I'm gonna lower it a bit and lower the whites, but up the exposure a bit, and that's good. Before. Okay. The shadow darker. When I first took this, I thought it'd be my favorite shot of the night. I don't know why. It's in between two houses. And I do like it. I do like it. I wish this door, I'm gonna crop that door out. Something about that door, it just, but then it's not centered. Let's try to go with a 4-5 sideways. Yeah, I think I like that. Yeah, that's better. The door was bringing in a little bit of light that kind of threw me off. So I like this look way better. All right, I like that. Before, after. Let's copy and paste that. Again, I'm going for this pinkish look, so okay, that's a bit too much. Highlight lowered. Shadows, crush it more since I only want to show the gas station area. Okay. Before, after. Okay, another car photo under a light. I like this one a lot. Trying to debate whether I should crop it or not. Let's see. Okay, let's try to go for that one. Pinkish, but not too much on this one. Yellow. Let's see what I could do with that red color. Let's see if I should make it a little bit more red and less like on the orangey side. Bring up the saturation, but bring down the luminance to make it a little more flat, not too bright on the red. But I'm going to bring up the luminance on yellow. So I like this one, but I think I'm going to crush more shadow to give more emphasis on the light and up the highlights more. Okay, I think I like this. So before, after. Okay, so another pink hue. These highlights are very bright, almost too bright. And I think I'm gonna up the shadows a bit more, then the highlights a bit more also. Okay, before, after. This is a same photo but a different angle, so I'll just kind of use the same edit. Purple tone there. Okay, that's too much. And then we will up the pink a bit more, but not too much. Okay. Actually, let me straighten that out. Oh. Okay. Before, after. This photo, someone had a Texaco sign in their yard. I was like, wow, where did you get that? It's a vintage Texaco. gas station sign that they just had in their yard. Okay, I'm gonna up the highlights. I want more emphasis on that sign. Alright, that's a very simple edit. So again, I'm copying and pasting from the few first edits that I did, so, and then adjusting from there. Alright, we have 2 more. So this is another gas station one. We need to straighten this out. This is, and then I'm gonna go for a more pink look. And then this one, I'm gonna lower the clarity more. Exaggerate on this one for sure. And then I think I'm gonna change that blue to a purpley look. Yeah, I like that actually. Wow, that looks nice. Yeah, I like that purple gas station. Screw the blue one. And then we'll bring the luminance up just a bit. Okay, before, after. See that when you bring down that clarity, it gives it like a cartoonish look. So just something to keep in mind. Oh, this one's so overexposed. I don't know why I shot these like that. Okay, so this one again, make it a pinkish look. I'm gonna bring up the exposure a bit, the highlights. I'm gonna lower the clarity, cartoony look. This one looks very scary, low key, like someone's about to pop out of it. Okay, so before, after. And I know I was copying and pasting a lot, but again, just pay attention to the first few that I did where I went over each one and changed it. And like I said, there's no right or wrong way to edit. It's kind of just practicing and seeing what you like. Just mess with everything. I think that's the best advice I can give. Just mess with everything and see what works for you. See what turns out good and what you like. And yeah, it's just trial and error. So I kind of want to just go over the or I wanted to go over these edit with you. And I know a lot of you guys were curious on how I edited night photos. And again, these were shot on the X100V. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Please continue to share the videos and give this video a thumbs up if you learned a lot and if you enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.